It's been a record year for tourism in Calderdale. Visits from overseas are at an all-time high. The uptake has been dubbed the Gentleman Jack effect.
Calderdale has become a destination of choice for many television and big screen productions, so it's no wonder the name Haliwood is starting to stick. We owe a huge thanks to Sally Wainwright and her love for Calderdale for putting us on the big screen, attracting thousands of tourists from across the globe to Calderdale. Throughout the pandemic, production continued across the borough, with the filming of the second series of Happy Valley and Gentleman Jack. We spoke with Sally at the premiere of Gentleman Jack's second series in Halifax.
I just tend to write things set in Calderdale because it happens like that. It's not a conscious decision. I think it's really picturesque. It's just, there's the stunning landscape, and then there's the, places like this, the Peace Hall. Halifax has got some extraordinary architecture as well as the landscape, and some extraordinary nooks and crannies.
We also managed to catch up with Gentleman Jack herself, Saran Jones, to ask her how it felt to be back in Anne Lister's shoes.
I think I was almost feeling my way in the first series, and now I feel like I know the landscape, I know Shibden, I know those hills, I know those cobbled streets. They were hard on my knees, but I love them. And I just think it's such a part of the show. Sally has painted it as a character, painted Shibden Hall as a character, as part of the show. And it's wonderful because we get to bring people here, and people who didn't know about it before now have wonderful holidays here as well. It's great.
That's not all though, as we welcomed Disney with open arms to Halifax earlier this year for the filming of Secret Invasion. We managed to secure an interview with the location manager on set, who just loved Calderdale.
For this particular show, we had a brief which was to find a square. And there were a few other sort of elements that the square needed to have. I think our scout was very fortunately on Twitter, and an event came up in the Peace Hall, and she said, "Have you seen this place?" And I love it when you bring a crew and they all get involved with the local community and the local shops, and I think it's just a lovely place to be. I think Halifax is such a friendly place. It feels very much like a community. I think when you meet people, they are curious and they want to stop and chat, and I'm absolutely down for that from the South Wales Valley, so it's a very similar vibe. So yeah, I would say the people of Halifax have been nothing but interested, intrigued, and also often want to share something about what they know about Halifax as well, which I just find wonderful. And that's partly how I came to find out exactly all the different places we could film here anyway. So I wouldn't have found Dean Clough if it hadn't been for a conversation with a local.
Filming is taking place right across the borough. Earlier this year, social media users were even convinced the council had installed a Haliwood sign at Beacon Hill. We were lucky enough to get an exclusive tour at the set for Ackley Bridge, right after the filming of Season 4, where location manager Chris told us what it's like to be back for the fourth time since 2014.
Halifax for Ackley Bridge, because it's one of the longest running things here. I think they've really taken it to heart, and just in passing, if I'm walking through town or I've been looking at a location and someone clocks me and says, "So you're a film crew?" Yeah. "Oh, Ackley Bridge, yeah, great, we love it. Yeah, it's great for the area." The difference in architecture is striking. You've got such lovely mill buildings down there, the great Peace Hall, which is going to be so used, I think, from now on.
We're so pleased our borough has become a distinctive and much-loved location for filming, with plans for further productions in 2023. So lights, camera, action. See you in Haliwood.